Hello, our Axis and allies, Laos. It's 1914, World War One. Wars of the World, straight from the nest. NATO's going to take it away.
Hello everybody, this is Nato at the Nest with the fall of the 1915 turn of World War One. And remember last video said Bulgaria has joined the war this turn and Libya has revolted. And how the revolts are decided is just take a d6, roll it, and whatever the number is, that's how many infantry are that the whatever rebels are going to get. The Libyans, fortunately, unfortunately, depending on whether you're rooting for a Central or Entente, the Libyans only rolled a 1. So they only got 1 infantry, and they put it in Tripoli. Technology-wise, Italy gained poison gas weapons because they attacked. And how nations other than Germany get that is they have to make one full attack against enemy with trenches. So Italy did that last turn. Italy had poison gas going into this turn, and Germany has completed the interrupter gear, so German fighters can now shoot down other fighters. They're the only ones on the board with that ability at the moment. And then, let's see. Turn-wise, Austria only made 1 attack. They tried attacking Serbia again, and everything missed. Or sorry, the Austrians missed everything. The Serbians managed to get a hit, so the only thing that was left was the Austrian cavalry right there. That was the only attack they made this turn. Other than that, they bought infantry and artillery and advanced their research into the interrupter gear. And they are just shy of getting it. I think they only need 2 more points. Germany had the big turn. Germany, the only attacks they did in the west was once again take those 2 Zeppelins, fly over the channel, and bomb the London factories. You can see they did 7 points of damage. And then the attacked the convoy lines with the subs. The North Atlantic line, once again, they didn't get anything. The South Atlantic line, they managed to get 5 points of damage. So England lost 5 IPP, but that boosted America's production by 5. And then ground-wise, as you can see, the addition of German roundels there. Germany went on an all-out attack on the east, attacked Lithuania, and then the eastern Poland provinces. And as you can see with the markers, they implemented their poison gas ability. They weren't able to push the Russians out of Lithuania because the Russians, anticipating such an attack, reinforced adequately last turn, so they weren't able to push the Russians out of Lithuania, but the Germans were successful in the 2 eastern Poland provinces. And then in the Pacific, there was a German cruiser there, and it managed to get 2 points of damage on that convoy line. That German cruiser on the Australian line missed again. And then altogether, that Germany had enough casualties to now they now have the creep and barrage ability. So with the trenches that causes infantry to defend at a 4, but with the poison gas that lowers it to a 3, and then the Kriegman barrage that boosts the attacking infantry to a 2. So that gap between attack and defense the Germans have closed to a 1-point difference. So now attacks against enemy trenches can be a lot more successful. England, it repaired its factories, and then England attacked the Germans in Picardia, and it was horribly costly. I think they lost somewhere around 10 units, most of it infantry. They did it knowing it would be costly, because they're attacking trenches, so their infantry is attacking at a 1, whereas the Germans are defending at a 4. And the British didn't have any technologies unlocked yet, so the British got pulverized. However, it wasn't all for nothing, because the immense casualties, like I said, some of the technologies are based on how many casualties you have. Casualties that the British suffered in that attack unlocked poison gas, creeping barrage, and tanks for them. So they got 3 technologies unlocked for that attack. It was stupidly costly, but with those new technologies in place, the British would be able to attack almost on an even footing from now on. See, in Africa, where is it? British tried attacking the German South Africa again. They didn't hit anything. Germans got another hit. So that's still going nowhere for the British. The British pulled out of Iraq, seeing the impossible odds. The British pulled out of Iraq and retreated to what will be Yemen. And then Anzac attacked Kaiser Wilhelm Land again and managed to take it this time. So the German Empire in the Pacific is getting smaller and smaller. France did the same thing as England and attacked Lorraine. Same results. It was horrendously costly. I think France lost like 15 units in that one attack. But the same thing as the British, it unlocked tanks and creeping barrage and poison gas for them. And then their only other attack was Togoland, and once again everything missed, so Africa is going nowhere for the Entente. And other than that, I think they brought a French Foreign Legion down to try to help take it, and that's considered elite infantry that gets a +1 attack and defense, but even that didn't help. France landed the other 2 Foreign Legions in Marseille. And then since Germany has the interrupter gear now, the British and the French have pulled back all their planes from the front lines because they don't have interrupter gear either. So the German planes can shoot the British and French planes down, but they can't retaliate. So to save their planes, they pulled all their fighters from the front line. Russia didn't attack anything. They're just trying to put together a defensive line. They're just defending. Attacking for Russia is kind of a bad idea because they lost the Russo-Japanese War in 1905. If Russia suffers 35 casualties, it triggers the the Bolshevik Revolution, the Civil War. So Russia is more or less just playing defense, trying to keep its casualties as low as possible. And even if they didn't have that, Russia's not in a position to go on the offensive. They've got too many holes in their front line. The Ottomans, with Bulgaria joining, Bulgaria is controlled by the Ottomans, so the Ottomans/Bulgarians moved into Serbia to help the Austrians out, and they were finally able to take Serbia. So Serbia has fallen. And then the other attack was the Ottomans attacked the British in Cairo and almost able to push the British out. They reduced them down to a single infantry and artillery. The British had a trench line there, so the Ottomans attacking the trench line, so they gained poison gas ability for future attacks. Italy attacked the Austrians in northern Italy. You see that marker there? They used their poison gas ability and hurt the Austrians pretty bad. They reduced them down to 1 infantry and only 2 artillery. So the Austrians are very much outnumbered in the Alps currently. And then with the Libyans only having that 1 infantry, the Italians attacked the Libyan rebels, used poison gas, and were able to wipe them out in one roll. And then the Italians moved their Kufra forces to Cairo to reinforce the British and help them out. Japan destroyed another German cruiser off the coast of French Indochina, and then landed in the Marshalls and took that from the Germans. And then America built 2 artillery and two Marines to get ready for coming across the pond. And then Mexico's been pretty quiet the last couple turns. The federal government hasn't had the strength to attack the rebels. And the rebels have been just playing defense, saving their strength for when America can intervene, which is next turn. So next turn America will be able to intervene. They'll be able to send all those troops into Mexico and start hunting down rebels. And that was pretty much it for the turn. So next turn, a lot of things gonna be happening. Like I said, American intervention in the Mexican Civil War. Historically, is to chase Pancho Villa. How that's going to work gameplay-wise to simulate, because historically Pancho Villa actually crossed the border and attacked an American town. How that's going to be simulated is next turn America is going to have to pay 2 IPP to the bank to simulate damages caused by Pancho, and then America can go into Mexico and go after the rebels. Next turn, Ireland is going to revolt, so England's going to have to deal with that, and Arabia and the territory of the Hejaz is going to revolt as well, and Portugal joins next turn, I believe. Yeah. So a lot's going to happen next turn, on top of a new unit being introduced. Tanks are unlocked, so tanks will be introduced next turn. So big turn next turn, and we'll see what happens then. And next turn will be the spring of 1916. So we'll see you then.
Hi, Axis and Allies players, and thanks for watching The Nest. Like what we're doing, go ahead and hit a squat on that like button and share it to your favorite social media. Want to see more videos just like this? Go ahead and subscribe. We'll have more coming to you right from Original Axis and Allies from Milton Bradley, Axis and Allies in 1914 by Hasbro, Wizards of the Coast, Shapeways.com, and HistoricalBoardGaming.com, where you can find all of your expansions and other pieces right there online ready for you. We'll see you next time right here, straight from the nest.